I care about this. Look, we've been through this from different perspectives before, so I'll make this simple. When folks come to me asking, or if they come to you, or anybody asking anything about us and how we proceed with particular things, and folks want to get into historical record debates, arguments, and counter-arguments, and all this other stuff, you know, even if I was going to entertain it, I would start with a series of questions. Because a lot of folks are quotologists to begin with, and that's, not knocking it if the things are accurate. It is what it is. The question is the accuracy. Is it in fact accurate? So when parties go into all this sidebar issue, debates and arguments and counter arguments about this stuff, well, most of the time the folks that they're referring to as their mentors are reading things that are written a while ago, and they're only based upon ancient texts and the interpretations thereof. And so if you really want to see what's happening, where they're coming from, ask them like I do, a series of questions. Question number one: have you read Alexander Tyler's works, Howard Foss works, James Breasted's works? Have you read anything from Massey? Have you read anything from any of these folks that are quoting Manetho and all the other guys that they're reading the text of? I look at these guys and I say, well, are you familiar with Leo Wiener's works, von Wuthenau's works, Rafik Jerezboy's works, Finch, Scobie, modern folks like Dr. Jose Pimento Bey? Are you familiar with any of these parties and what they're discussing? Jan Carew, James Burke. Got a lot of folks out there from ancient times to now. Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark, both of these giants, they both read the classical works. Do you even know the story? I asked, do you even know the story behind how those two giants got to be? It's a long story with that. Schomburg, they went to Schomburg and asked him to teach them what he knew. Schomburg told them no. He told them go find every book by a so-called European about their history, so-called, and then come back and talk to him. And basically, that's how they became the giants that they became. That all of us give honor and respect to, whether they're on this plane or not. You have a lot of masters out there, and I love the work that they do. I give thanks for them. Everyone has a role to play. Get in where you fit in. But don't overemphasize on particular issues. Don't get bogged down in sidebar issues. Acquire the information, master it, do what you do. In other words, get it on cap, make sure that it's there so that you can plot and navigate your course of where you're going in front of you, because that's behind you. We're dealing in the present, working towards the future. So let's not get caught up in the game. It comes back to the question again, why? For the purpose of what? Yes, it's there. Yes, all that powerful data is encoded in our DNA. Yes, we have genetic disposition to do a wide variety of things based on the talents and skills from those we descend from. You get no question from me about that. No doubt, no dispute, no argument, no counter-argument. Nothing. Let's just deal with where we are right now with that knowledge here and here. I mean, for real, really? The things that we need to be doing right now, the many challenges before us, the many things that we have to grasp, from geospatial data all the way to nanotechnology, on to the simplest of things for biology and geology perspectives, and marine biology, the things that we need to know how to do, because we're going to inherit a mess of a planet in a few days. We have to be on top of this, not 90 Earth years from now, right now. Master that material about from whence we came, yes, but balance it. That's all I'm saying. And to argue and counter-argue and debate and rant and rave and yell and holler and scream about what? Everybody has a role. And there's folks that have talents and they have skills. Yes, I'm not knocking it. I'm not. I'm just saying, know the ledge. Know the limit. Focus on where we have to go forward. Because all that material about arguing and counter-arguing and debating and all that other stuff that they're dealing on, I'm like, well, what's the point of it in the first place? Who are you here to convince? We already know. It's within the DNA. Who are you here to convince? Why? Let us be about the maintenance of the Moor-centric center of gravity. The psycho-socioeconomic infrastructure of by and for the Moors. The dark hue, the original men and women on this planet, whatever they want to call themselves, if they have a big problem with being a Moor. At the end of the day, it comes back to taking care of those items that I just mentioned. Independently, on your own terms. In harmony with the Creator and the ancestors. All that other stuff, not hearing you. Not going to hear it because it makes less than 0 sense. So all that other stuff, look, man, y'all, sad, sorry, sad state of affairs. Disgustingly sorry, sad.